Go back to the summer of 2011. Young 19-year-old me had always dreamed about owning one of these pickups for myself, a Dodge Cummins turbo diesel. But they were slightly out of my price range up until I stumbled upon this truck on old Craigslist. It matched the budget, even though it had slightly high mile, 305,000 miles. Factory automatic, four-wheel drive, extended cab, long bed. It almost checked every single box. We went on countless dirt bike missions with this truck, racking up the miles quickly that first year. We were on a mission to have fun, and boy, that truck was always around. Once Wyoming was over, I decided I was going to head back, packed up everything I owned yet again. Simple man back then. Dirt scooter and my truck. That was it. Came back here, started picking up a couple more project trucks because I enjoy doing that so much. At the time, I posted this truck up for sale for one of the higher price tags because I didn't really want to let it go. And within 12 hours, she was sold and on to its new owner. I regretted that decision at that very moment. Look what popped up on an old marketplace. 96, 5-speed, 12-valve. My old truck is back on the market. Ladies and gentlemen, man, 96 California 12-valve truck. I've only seen one California truck have any kind of rot on it, and that was a salvage title truck, so it didn't really bother me. It ended up going underneath my 66 crew cab. But boys, we're about to dive in and see how bad these, I don't even know what you call them, chrome strips on the bottom of my truck. Let's see how bad this one is. Not even worried about that one. Not worried about that one. That one looks awesome. But how bad? Before we get to that, before I show you what underneath has to offer, there's always been a dent right there, and it wrinkled up the chrome strip just a little bit. It's always been there since at least 2011 when I bought the truck. Let's look at the other side. Now why I'm not worried about that side of the bed, either that bed side's going to get replaced or the whole bed will. But this comes into another problem. These things, they have a bunch of glue underneath them. They're doing really well until they get a dent and the edge comes up. Then stuff gets underneath them, like right here, right behind the tire. So let's go ahead and rip the front one off and see how bad it looks. You guys ready? Say, it looks bad, but it's actually a dent right there. You can see the original black paint still there. They just masked these off and painted the sucker. Look how far it keeps going though. You guys seeing that on there? Yeah. That's unreal. Had no idea these were doing this. This is a joke. That water got back in there and it's gone 2 feet back. I'm gonna go ahead and try to rip the rest of this thing off. Man, I had no idea. Underneath this whole panel. Started off the truck. Feels awful, man. Sounds open. It's even on top of it. Oh my gosh. I should bring this out here though. Shoot. I can't believe that. I don't know how to do this. Comments, it's Jeez. Yeah, those are not going back on the truck. That's arguably going to take a little bit of mud to fill. Not fill like you're thinking. This needs to be popped back out from the inside. Well, shoot. Needs a patch. See how bad it gets in here. But it was starting to really, I mean, where it got trapped back here, that's the end of the line. But that's a long ways for it to go. But you can see how it's pitted. So that'll, oh man. We'll see what happens if you take the wire wheel to it some more. But look here. That area needs to be swapped. Really like to save my doors. I'm gonna pop one more panel off, see what the other side looks like. Hopefully it's not so terrible. Didn't even notice that. Shit. I don't know if oh my gosh. This was the good side. It's eating part of it. Jeez. Holy crap. It's not as bad as the other side, mainly because it didn't have that dent, but still got trapped. This is what it's supposed to look like in a sense. That sticky stuff all the way. Even right here, it started doing it. I don't know how long it's taken in California to get it destroyed, but it was well on its way. Right where I stopped, and I started filming for you guys. What a freaking bummer. Oh well, it's not rotted through, so I don't have to patch panel anything. We just need to preserve it. Get that crap cleaned off, rust treatment, and put a layer of putty over it. Thin set, or mud, whatever. Probably mud. Gotta stop and think about it. Oh, this side's got a dent. Christ. This truck is almost 30 years old. His build date was 95, so it's 29 years old. That's not bad. Okay, we're gonna wind her down right there. We have patch panel required and a dent to pull. Slight dent right here, but ironically, that dent didn't even affect anything up there. But I'm pretty sure we can get to that from the inside, kick that out. But every one of these was rotten. Well, not rotten, but it's starting to rust. If every one of those is going to be like that, each spot where one of those panels was, then you have a panel right there. I didn't even notice that ever. It's kind of funny. They painted it so that panel wasn't there back in the day. This one's got one. I ripped that off quick just out of curiosity. That door, there's a lot going on, but it's fixable. I mean, they're all fixable. So the way I stand with it right now, this bed is shot. It's got two big old smackers on each side. The other side way worse than this side. If you got this stuff on there, I'm even going to take these. Low chance that these will go back on, but they do protect your truck. I didn't put them back on Grandma's. That's going to be another moisture trap. If you got this crap on your truck, it's not, this hadn't been factory, so just a little bit of leak over time. Like I might have said in another video, 1 drop a day over the 20 years, that's going to be a lot. That's going to add up in volume. So one little tiny bit of water getting in there, getting trapped, rotting your truck. Hey, just food for thought. I came down the next morning, wire wheeled for a little bit, working on this rust, just seeing how bad it was. It's okay. Tried to put that thing on it, contour grinder, trying to take off this sticky crap. It didn't work. I'm gonna have to get a new tip for removing decal kind of grime, because that stuff is just nasty. That stuff gets everywhere. This side hasn't changed. I went ahead and pulled the stuff off the bed, and it is absolutely perfect. Even back here where it had the dent,
absolutely perfect.
So depending on if I find a bed or not, we might just save this one still, because this side of the bed is perfect. There's just one dent right there, which I can't get to it. I'll have to stud pull that one, but no big deal.
Man, I'll tell you what. Mess with 12 valve, mess with this Ford project. I feel like I wash my hands every 8 minutes just so I can get some feeling back, because you got so much junk built up on them, especially when you're working underneath. One drop of oil every single day, that adds up. And pretty soon, it's all over you and your clothes and the bottom of my shoes, apparently. I've always liked that chrome stuff on the bottom of it. That's, you don't see too many trucks that have it. But I'll say this right now. If I ever come across a truck like that I'm interested in buying, and it's got that junk on the sides, that's going to hurt the value. That's going to be something I would consider talking them down even more on, because that's that's going to be, I mean, unless it's just a mint truck, then yeah. But that'll be a deal breaker if that's there. What's going on here? Why is everything bothering me? Check out this little wrench. Adjustable. What is this? It's an antenna I got for a truck, and it didn't fit the truck, so now I just got an antenna laying around the shop. That's how you get a bunch of crap. Budget. You know, they had big ass box fans, 2 of them. Look at these jokers. Okay, we're gonna close up the shop. We made progress on the 96 today. Still waiting on transmission fluid, so you guys will see the part 2 driving video. Well, this will be technically part 2. You know what I mean? But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of a bummer in a sense, but it felt good to rip those off there, because I had been going back and forth on the idea of even keeping those on, because it's been part of the truck's history, you know? But not after seeing that, what it does to a truck long term, no way. Plus it'd be kind of sweet, this truck all twistered out. Any second gen that's red is a twister truck. Any third gen that's red, any fourth gen. I'm not gonna lie, that new Twisters movie, that was badass. When he started running from that tornado in reverse, backing up a trailer, I mean, it doesn't sound very good he's running from a tornado. He definitely drove into plenty of them before. But with the trailer, he backed away. That was cool. All right, that was just, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get back in these trucks. Let's back in the swing of things. I got another one too. See you guys later. You guys want to know what's funny? Is this truck was literally given to me for a parts rig. I didn't know it ran or drove or anything. I took every part I needed off of it, and then I ended up putting all those parts back on it off of other rigs, and it's a good runner for around the property. But I don't know what just fell inside there, but there is no rot or nothing on this truck. It's a gasser, so nobody hears, but it's still, the irony of it is funny, because the truck that has no value either gets squished or it never gets hurt, you know? Too many levers. I had it 4-wheel moving something around. Anyway, that's all. See ya. Gotta run and go get the littles right now. But look at Grandma's truck. It never had any of that stuff on the side. This isn't the original door, but thing's perfect condition. No issues. Makes me get concerned about these little molding strips.